20th, but
You're
about
live now.
almost.
Okay,
Yes.
you can also tag me.
Ah,
You can tag me.
yes. Actually, go on. Uh, you can go on. Oh my goodness. You can go. I created something because I pay for this, so it allows you to get to your platform. So I don't know. Check your phone somewhere. Check your phone or computer somewhere where the settings or something like that. Just check.
It's saying stream to your
Excuse me.
audience. It's telling me to stream to my audience.
Yeah,
Number, I hope there. Oh no, it's refusing. I didn't. I used the
yeah. You
web.
can click on that because it asked me if I could allow it, and then I did say yes.
Then it's saying sign up for free or login.
Say sign up.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, you're going to share it afterwards. I'm going to do that for you. I wish you told me before we went live. Yeah, if we
Okay.
you did, I was gonna. Okay, what is it asking you? Let's see. Maybe it's not allowed.
You're in the process of logging in. Okay, so let me see.
Uh-huh.
Then it's saying resume.
So try to log in and see.
Okay, let's see.
Hi guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for
Okay.
joining the live. I see there we have already people coming in. Keep coming in, tag everybody you know. Please ask them to be here, okay? Because you have to be here. Okay, so we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. So we're talking financial management today. Um, you've seen it. Have you seen it? Have you managed?
I haven't
No.
managed it. Okay.
Okay, we'll figure out a way on how to get it to you.
Mhm.
Maybe you have to log in with my details. I don't know. Or yours. I don't know. But when you
I
went
think
there, what
it's
did it
fine.
say? Ah,
It says log in. You resume because I'm using the browser on my phone. I didn't use the app.
or yeah, it's okay to use. I'm not using the app either. So what you do is just try to log in with C.
Okay. Let's see.
Welcome, guys. We'll be okay. I'm using my phone too. I'm not using my computer today, so it's a little bit tricky. I'm trying to learn how to. Yeah, try when you manage. Let me know. So I have to apologize in advance. I have a very bad cold, but I think it's almost finishing. Yeah. So please don't mind if I do a lot of coughing. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not too well, so I just had to do this because I have to. Yeah. Because I promised you guys will be here on Sunday. We're supposed to be done with this on Friday. Yes. So today we are discussing a lot. We are discussing how to invest in yourself, how uh, to do budgeting, your budgets, and how to invest in yourself, in your well-being, in however way you can. So please be here and tag whoever you can tag to be here, or just be here, listen, and maybe learn one or two things. And if you have anything else to share, please know that you're welcome. Okay, you can go ahead and do the sharing. So with me here, I have Um, I have Chileshe Mlenga. Okay, Chileshe is a lady of so many titles. Okay, don't look at her. Yeah, a small body, big engine. Yeah, she is a lady with so many titles, and she's a brainy. Okay, so I go to her for when I know this. She can talk about this very well. Yeah, so here she is. Yeah, so she's an accountant. She's a coach. She's so many. Okay, she's so many things, and what so and what so Chile, can you please in a minute or so tell everybody about yourself?
Hello, everybody. It's good to have you here. This meeting has been long overdue, but it's wonderful
Mhm.
to have you here. And thank you all for showing up. My name is Chideshe Mlenga, and I'm passionate about so many things. At the moment, I'm passionate about strategy, I'm passionate about personal development, I'm passionate about personal finance, I'm passionate about just seeing people around me grow and also seeing myself grow. So that's basically about me. I'm also a coach. I'm also a mentor under Project Life Design under Dr. Nelly's mentorship. So you can also check her out and yeah, see the programs that she offers. So basically, that's a short summary about me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you see, she's a lady of so many titles. I don't know if it's my volume or is it yours. What I don't know
Uh,
if can you
no,
hear
I'm
me
able to
loud
get
and
you.
clear? Oh,
Yes,
really?
yes, I'm able.
Okay. So I'll need the people in the audience to tell me if they can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want the people to tell us if they can hear us. Alicia, thank you for coming. Everybody, thank you for being here. Okay, just tag everybody. We are on tonight. For tonight, your time, this afternoon. Okay, our time. So, like I mentioned, I'm not too well. I'm a little bit sick. So I have a cold, a very bad one. Yeah, but I'm recovering. So time after time, you'll be hearing me making some noise. Okay, bear with me. So Chile, let's not make waste so much time. She's my namesake. So yeah, let's not waste so much time and get into it. Okay. So Chalwe, thank you so much for coming. I see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so Chile, pick it up from where you can pick it up from. But I would like us to talk about financial management itself. What is it? And how important is it for everybody to have this skill?
So financial management basically is how just how you manage your finances, either in a business or personally. But today, from the flyer, you can see we wanna talk about personal finance management before you can even go you can go to a business or organization. And again, before we talk about personal financial management, I would love us to talk about financial freedom. For us to move to financial management, we our aim is to be financially free. So having enough savings, investments and cash on hand to afford a particular lifestyle. That's basically what you call financial freedom. You want to have enough savings, you want to have enough investments, you want to have enough cash at hand to buy whatever it is that you dream of. Say today you just wake up, oh, I want to go on a vacation. You can easily go into your savings and take yourself on a vacation. You may want to maybe just treat yourself to nails and maybe your hair, because you have cash on hand, it will be so easy for you to take yourself without stressing yourself. So having financial freedom is also about having enough that will allow you to retire or to pursue a career. So basically, that is on financial freedom. So, like I mentioned earlier, a number of us want to be financially free. But how do we become financially free? So that's the whole point of personal finance management. It's all about you becoming financially free, not depending on maybe your job. Like, oh no, today because I don't have a job, I won't be able to manage. I won't be able to take care of my family. I won't be able to take care of myself. So basically, that's what financial freedom is. And also, debt and other expenditure have made us not to attain our financial goals. How many of us can say uh, spending anyhow or just getting dates from anybody has not affected you in any way? Personally, I can say over expenditure where because I'm upset with something, I'll just wake up and say, oh, let me treat myself to without even thinking about it. I'll just say, oh, let me treat myself to an ice cream, or maybe let me buy an expensive dress or shoes, things that I did not even budget for. So those are one of the things that have made us not to meet our financial goals. So I can ask a question: what financial goals have you set for you to live the kind of lifestyle that you desire? So how many of you can answer that? Indeed, you have set financial goals. At the start of the year, did you set what goals did you set for yourself financially? Other goals, let's set them aside. But financially, did you set yourself some goals to say, okay, I want this kind of a lifestyle, and this will be my financial goals. And just
Mhm.
as a company cannot continue its operations and once it's declared insolvent, or when you hear this company has been taken over, or this bank has been taken over by Bank of Zambia, it's not because it's not profitable. No, it's because it doesn't have money. It doesn't have money to meet its obligation. So it's the same with us. We are when you take an account of yourself, how much is your net worth today? Do you know your net worth? Are you in negatives or in positives? So that's the question I would also love to throw to everybody. Anyone
Yeah.
this week, let's let's take time to know our net worth. If somebody is to ask you how much do you owe, how much do people owe you, how much you do that math, you will know whether you are negative or you are in positives. So the road to financial freedom requires a disciplined approach. So you
Mhm.
cannot just wake up and say, today I'm financially free. All these people, all these big business people you see, you admire, there's a certain kind of discipline that they've had to to adopt. So same goes with us. I know there's so much noise around saying no, there's no way I can save so much money in my account. Why should
Yeah.
I save so much money in my account
Mhm.
without just letting the money waste? My bank is stealing my money. We've
Yeah.
we've adopted that narrative, not knowing that those people who say that have goals. They've set themselves goals such that
Yeah.
if they say, okay, for the next 6 months, I'm gonna be saving, they will know to say, okay, after 6 months, let me save 50,000. This 50,000,
Mhm.
because of the financial goals that they set at the beginning of a year or the month or whatever they set that goal at, they know to say in 6 months I should raise 50p. This 50p will
Mm-hmm.
either go to my business or it will either go to my maybe I need to pay for my school fees or maybe I need to go on an adventure. So we've
Yeah.
adopted this narrative of no, you cannot save. Yes, you need to save. Yes, you need
Mm-hmm.
to invest. And yes, you need to enjoy. So that's how it goes. But this alone is a process. You do not just attain an investment without saving. Let nobody lie to us to say, oh, okay, you can invest
Mm-hmm.
money. No, you can only invest money that you've saved over time. So, like I
Yeah.
mentioned, to attain this goal, one requires to make steps that are
So,
unpopular.
Sheila,
So,
sorry, just hold on for a minute. Guys, if you do have a question or a contribution, just type it in, okay? Just type it in and then I'm going to read it out. So if you have a question or if you have a contribution, just type it. Um, I'll read it out for her to help us, okay? Yeah, so Chileshe, you're talking about saving, and now this is the issue we had the other day where people are almost gaining or having a bare minimum, okay, whereby if it comes, it goes to bills, and the bills won't even be enough. Like the money won't be enough to cover all the bills. So, and this is like 80% of the scenarios that we have around. Okay. So, in that instance, it's very true. Like we are very used to saying, oh, let me just use this money for this. Nkafwaya, or nkachitashani, or I'll put it back somehow. Okay. That happens to me, and I'm sure it happens to other people too. Yeah, whereby you find something, you didn't even plan for it. You just, you spoke
mhm,
about that before. So now, it's the income versus the bills and the savings. So, like, what? Get a typical scenario of a Zambian. Okay, a Zambian. Let's say someone gets a two pin, okay, or a three pin. Let me say, like someone gets a two pin or a three pin. Yeah. So, it's very easy for people to say, "Oh, you go save, you do this," and how can someone save? Maybe having, yeah, that's my question.
okay. So, before we can even go to
Like where
um,
where I am here, people learn to save from very young ages. Okay, they save, however, okay, but again, I cannot compare the situations because they are different. Okay. So this child will be asked to say, okay, you are 13, you are 16, go work in a store. So that money that that child gets, some parents will even start training their children to start paying bills. Yeah. So the mother, this child will be staying with the parents, but that child will be paying rent, okay, at the parents' house. This child is 16 and he or she is paying rent to the parents. Okay, maybe they are charging $500. Okay, you'll be paying $500 for rent. Then you'll be doing $200 towards the groceries and food and stuff and bills and whatever. It's not that they want to punish their child, but they're grooming them. Okay, so some parents use that same money to save for their children, but some parents don't even do that. They just put on the bills and pay. Okay. Mhm. So it's very easy for people here because they are used like that. They are, uh, what can I say? They are brought up that way. We are not. Okay.
okay.
It's a totally different place and scenario. So from that background, how can someone adopt this? And given that the economy, the resources, the wants, the needs, yeah, let's please help us
Yes.
on that
So,
one.
yeah. So I'm coming to that. So I need to, for me to give that background, I we need to I mentioned earlier, what are your financial goals? Why are
Mm-hmm.
you why you get 2,000 kwacha? That's
Mm-hmm.
another question. Get my
Yeah.
point. Yes. So why your financial goals will determine how you budget.
Yeah.
So for example, I know I'm getting 2,000 kwacha.
Mm-hmm.
Why why go and buy a vehicle that is say like maybe five, if there is a five engine capacity, 5 liters,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
so that's
Mm-hmm.
that's one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 2,000 kwacha. What are my
Mm-hmm.
needs? What are my wants? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So there's this one I think it's common. There's a formula that they use. There's a 50 30 20.
Yes.
50% is for you,
For bills, yeah.
30% is for, yeah, 50 is for needs, 30 is for wants, then the 20 is
It's
for
for
your
savings.
investment. So
Mm-hmm.
before anything else, you need
Mm-hmm.
to save. When you get paid, you need to pay yourself first. Whether it's a 50 kwacha, whether it's 100 kwacha, pay
Mm-hmm.
yourself first. So you're getting 2,000 kwacha. Of course, there are ratios that you need to use. You are not
Mm-hmm.
quite okay. They say 20, but you have to start from somewhere. Say you don't have any
Mm-hmm.
savings whatsoever. You have to start from somewhere. Say
Mm-hmm.
you say, okay, from this 2,000 I'm getting, how about I just keep a 50 kwacha for this month.
Uh-huh.
You get it? So meaning if you say 50 kwacha every month, by the end of the year, how much are you gonna have? You have like 600 kwacha in your account extra.
Mm-hmm.
That 600 kwacha in the following year, it will translate to another 1,200. So it's paying
Mm-hmm.
yourself first, even at 20 kwacha. Don't look at how much money you need to save. Say I need to start at 100,000 kwacha. No, for 100,000 kwacha to be 100,000 kwacha, it starts from, is it one ungwe or zero ungwe? It starts from
Mm-hmm.
one ungwe, two ungwe, three ungwe until it reaches 100,000 kwacha. So and it all borders on your goals. What
Mm-hmm.
are your financial goals? What goals have you
Mm-hmm.
set yourself? How much money do you want to be paid? How much money do you want to make for you to live the lifestyle you desire? So there are certain things that
Mm-hmm.
you need to forego now. So for example, yeah, you get a 2,000 kwacha, right? You have to pay
Yeah.
rent. Of course, rent is a must. You have to buy your groceries, yes, because those you cannot do away with. Two, you need to move from point A to point B. So you need to prioritize when you go into your budget, prioritize what are your major expenses, what are
Mm-hmm.
your those expenses that you cannot do without. Those expenses that if you don't pay rent today, your landlord will
Uh-huh.
not even
No.
your landlord
Yeah.
will not even
Mm-hmm.
like tabakumfwe,
Mm-hmm.
so your rent, and how do you pay your rent? Do you pay it in 3 months installments, 1 month installments? What works for you? Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, I can give an example. Mm, Monthly rentals work for me. I don't do advance rental because it's too much for me. It's
Mm-hmm.
way too much. I want when that month comes, I deal with that expense. Whatever problem comes, I know ni rent, yeah, rent. But if you say, okay, let me pay in 2 months. I end
Mm-hmm.
something else comes up and I end up using that money, and
That's right.
I tend to be behind in my rentals. So find what works for you. If
Mm-hmm.
you are a disciplined saver, definitely if you save that 2,000, that is if you are coming from a perfect if we say a perfect
Yeah.
environment where
Mm-hmm.
tabakutumira ku mushazawe bano kokuluna bamumi n'omungwala
I
takulifiiro
know.
or
I know. All the time,
so
yeah.
yes. So or you can even say, what I can say is no amount of money is more money. When you respect money, it will also respect you. And you respect money by saving it. You respect money by honoring it. Just as the way we honor other things, money also wants to be honored. The fact that I think we lose out when we say, I'm just earning 2,000 and it's not enough for me to save. It's not enough for me to do the daily my, to meet my daily needs. And oh, you need to go back to your daily needs. What are those needs that you cannot do without? Your wants you can easily you can easily do without them, but your needs and your investments are the most uh, important. So then, I have a question. So, what steps can one begin to take to attain financial freedom? So, like I mentioned earlier, I said you need to write down, you set your goals, write down your objectives. For example, what are your lifestyle goals? How much money do you want to be in your account at the end of maybe a certain period? Like in 2023, we're saying at December, how much money do I want to attain? So, and that's the deadline. And step two, you have to set a monthly or a yearly budget. So you begin by setting a yearly budget, then now you start working backwards, and you know how much money you spend in a month, and you list down your income and expenditure and make sure you stick to it. If you have any debt, begin by paying off all your debt, and not just all your debt. With I know we are sometimes scared when it comes to the debts that we owe people, but you must understand that people do understand. Those the people you owe money just want honesty from you, where you say, okay, I'm gonna um, I'm gonna pay you by the end of such and such a month, and you honor that. If it means you paying 50 kwacha every week towards that date, do that. Make sure you do that. Then also you also practice bulk purchasing. I can give an example of how I do my my budget, especially when it comes to certain items. I know when I buy these things in bulk, I'm gonna use them maybe for like 4 months or even 5 months. So that way I'll not even struggle to that no, I don't have this, because I would have already bought them in advance. Then there are other items that, for example, there are certain food items that you don't need to like buy in advance. Maybe you can practice weekly weekly purchasing, like for example maybe bread, fruits, those things you don't need to buy them to to buy in bulk. Those are basically weekly purchases. Then the third step to you attaining your financial freedom, and in turn your financial management, is have bank accounts for your investments and your savings. So, for example, you can have an example of the bank accounts that you can have may include a retirement plan with an insurance company, an education and emergency fund, investment accounts maybe for your bonds and your stocks or shares, your project account for projects like maybe you're building a house or you want to start a business, and also costs of lifestyle savings and your daily use account. I know these are a lot of accounts, but you can easily work around these accounts, maybe where you have a minimum of three, so that your budget is not distorted. Because sometimes you find that we have the same account as the same salary account, is our cost of lifestyle, is our savings account, is our daily use, is our emergency fund, it's our investment account. There are so many things happening in this account, but the most important thing is you. at least having a minimum of three accounts. And I know someone will say, no, all those accounts is expensive and all those things. I suggest you shop around. You shop around many banks. A lot of you'll be surprised that a lot of banks are offering very minimal bank account like bank accounts that have minimal charges. Maybe you just find you're just paying a 50 kwacha or even 100 or no balance charge at all. So that is another area when it comes to your bank accounts. So shop around, make sure you have an emergency a fund, you have an investment account fund, and your project account. Maybe your emergency fund can even be the same project account because you are just saving for projects. Then your cost of lifestyle savings and your daily use, these two accounts are very key because you find that if you go into your account that is for your project, you will distort your project account, and your project at the end of the period will not you will not work out. So I suggest you also shop around the many accounts that the other banks are offering, and you'll be surprised they are not even you. Yes, the cost is there, but it's not that much. It saves you the heartache of going using one bank account. And the next step is on monitoring and reviewing your budget. So you set your goals, you set your monthly budget. So your monthly budget will be the income that you're getting, income from any source. Does anyone owe you? Your salary, if you have a side hustle that is, list down that income that is coming. Then also your expenses, all your expenses, whatever expense, make sure you account for it, and also all your debts, and also how much you're gonna save in that particular month, and yeah, how much you're going to save in that particular month. And like I mentioned at the beginning, the first thing is to pay yourself. So when you pay yourself, that will go to your savings account. And that savings account, make sure you don't have any access to it. Then now you bring in all your expenses such as your rentals, your groceries, and now that school is opening tomorrow, you have school fees to pay for. So all those, you also have food to buy for the school going children, and make sure you budget for each and every food item. Food items that are irrelevant, I suggest you scrap it off. Then now it brings me back to the wanting side. I know for especially for us who work, you want a very good meal per lunch. Every lunch you go out, you buy yourself maybe Hungry Lion. I don't know what your favorite meal is. So how about you exchanging that for, say, you carry a sandwich from home. You make a sandwich or you cook some food, you prepare some food. Because imagine if you spend 100 kwacha every day just for your lunch at work, and you get to save 100 kwacha a day, that will amount to 500 kwacha in a week, which will come to 2,000 in a month, if I'm not mistaken, because now lunch is about 100 kwacha. So if you save that, so these are the ones that are in the 30%. They are just ones. They are things that you can easily work around. So if you save 2,000 from your lunch, it's a very big save on your part. You will not you will look, yes, your salary may be small, but you could have that 2,000 you saved at the end of the month will go to something that will add value to you at the end of the month. So I've talked about you monitoring and reviewing your budget. So depending on how your income comes in, you can either monitor it every 2 weeks or every month or every quarter, every 6 months or every year, depending on how you see fit. But you have to review and monitor your budget because remember, when you started the year, you had set yourself financial goals. So everything should feed into the financial goals that you've set for yourself. So if you say, okay, I need to be saving 50 kwacha every month for my uh, by the end of the year, I need to have saved this much. By the end of the month, I should have saved this much. You will go back, did I save the 50 kwacha? And if I said I'm going to spend maybe 100 kwacha just on fruits and veggies in this month, have I done that? And you have to document. There are so many apps around that you can easily use, or you can, if you're not so good with technology, you can easily just find a book. And also there is also another one I use. Is it the wallet, the cash, the cash wallet I use. I put in my cash and I write down for every cash item. For my ATM, I'll use ATM stuff. But when it comes to cash, especially for things like we don't have bread at home, we don't have tomatoes, we don't have all these small things, you at least need cash to
Mhm.
be around.
Yeah, that
So
reminds me.
yeah.
Like in Zambia, like especially ngatwamona abasungu, oh, bandalama nabi, abasungu nabesa leo vela bandalama baleikala kuno kuno kuno. It's something that they don't do like by mafirero to say, okay, now Zambia, I have this much to spend. They plan before. So ngamama mona, let's say you see them now. I remember when I used to work for Habitat for Humanity, when we used to do budgets for these people, we would actually plan for a team that would come 3 years or 2 years or 1 year from now. Okay. But then when it reaches to the point where they are coming to us, they would have already started saving on their own. Yeah. So maybe for years. So it's not anybody can do it. Even them, it's hard for them to pay bills, to do whatever. It's hard. Like things are expensive over here and stuff. So you cannot just get your salary and say, oh, I'm making a trip. I'm going this side. So it depends, like Chile is saying, it
Mhm.
depends on your goal. So if you know you get this minimum amount of money and then you want this big target, you need to give yourself time. Okay, you need to give yourself some time to save. Okay, so ngaure saving at 20 kwacha. Tomorrow it will not be 20 kwacha. The other day it will not be 20 kwacha. It will be 60, it will be 80, it will be 100, and so on and so forth. What is important is to start. I see this question here from Alphonsus. Yeah, Alphonsus Hamwete says, how can we groom youth of today to develop a culture of self-investment, budgeting, and saving? I believe good habits should be trained while in their childhood. How can one save if what he or she gets does not meet his or her basic needs? Yeah. So I think Chileshi has answered most of this. So if you know, um, okay, let me say something that I was told. Okay, so when I worked for Corridors of Hope, whatever this is, what is this? Yeah, Corridors of Hope. What we did was we did form a lot of saving groups. Okay, now you're calling them village banking. We formed a lot of savings group. You used to call them group savings and loans associations. Okay, so in these groups, we used to teach people how to save. Okay, so these groups we did not make in places you are thinking of where people are making money. Like right now, village banking groups are being practiced by people with money. Okay, so they are likes of Benichiri, Ababare, Folao. I'll give you, we'll be saving 2,000, we'll be saving 10,000. But when we did this, groups. We wanted people that really had nothing, so little to nothing, so that it's easy for everybody to know that anybody can do the saving. Okay. And we did form a lot of groups around Zambia, yeah, with these organizations. So what happens is you do not save when you have, you save what comes into your hands, just like Chile said. When it just comes to your hands, poof, you remove. It's the discipline that you have to cultivate, because we did not grow up with it. If we talk about phones, like when we were growing up, we are never taught like that. Because in the first place, maybe their parents never taught them. So it's just like that. They just knew how to handle their families well, their monies well, and they would, some people just come from, So it's very easy. It's not very difficult if you give yourself to it. So what happens is you need to find other ways, like Alphonsus is asking. You need to find other ways of finding money. Okay. So if you get 2,000 or if you get 1,000, and 1,000 is not enough. Already it's not enough. Whether you save or you do not save, it's not enough. Okay. So if you want to cover, or you want to overcome a certain difficulty, or you want to overcome a certain problem, you need to sacrifice a little to get to where you are going. So if it means you suffering for the first 3 months of the year to save something, for you to start maybe selling vegetables outside, then you have to, it's something you need to adopt and do. Yeah. So I just wanted to add on what Chilisha was saying, but please pick it up from there.
So
Hi everybody. Is
thank you
the
so much.
network and the volume, is everything okay? Are we tripping? Are we okay? Are we on track? Is everything going on okay? Maybe we are not. Yeah. So yes, Chile, please go on.
So I've given all the four steps. So I'm on the fifth step, which is you need to stay on top of your financial issues.
Okay. Thank you, Juliet.
Know what is coming, know what is coming in, know what's going on in the economy, what are the interest rates, what are the tax rates, the inflation rates, the prices of things. All these things will give you an idea of how you manage your finances. I can give an example of, like Sheila was saying, there's there's a very like now almost everyone is in village banking, and I'm not against village banking. It's a very good initiative, but you need to stay on top of things. I know there is this thing of no, because I'm going to get a certain percentage when I invest at the end of the year. This is how much I'm gonna get from my village banking, and on top of that, there are loans that are being given on every month. So remember, even the loans that you're getting from the village banking, do you have um, do you have a goal for those finances? Remember, what you're trying to do is you want to attain financial freedom, and also the debt that you're getting. That debt, is it for consumption or you want to invest in something? And if you want to invest in something, what are the rates? What's the rate of return when you invest in that business? Is it in line with say at the end of the month you're supposed to pay back a certain percentage of that loan? Is it in line with your financial goals? Are you moving in line with your financial goals? Because if it's not in line with the goals that you've set, maybe say, okay, I want to have 100,000 in my bank at the end of the year so that I can take it towards my building project. And if when I build that, when I build my house, this is how much money I'm gonna be getting and all those things. So all these things, it's a math that you have to take into account. What you don't want to do is go with the flow, like just because everybody is joining the village banking and I'm saving, can you find other alternative way of savings? Like now, there are so many. I don't know if everyone knows, and I hope this is common knowledge out there. You can invest in treasury bills and bonds for as low as 1,000 kwacha. So you can go on the BOZ website, check out the interest rates that are trending when it comes to the treasury bills, the bonds. You can for treasury bills you can save for 91 days, you can save for 290 whatever days. You can save. So I know what you're looking at is the interest rate. You're like, oh my God, the interest rate is very minimal for me. I invested 1,000, then I get maybe you multiply, you do your math, you find that maybe it's just a 90 kwacha. You're like, no, that 90 kwacha is very little. That amount, look at it from 10 years from now. 10 years from now, when you calculate it in 10 years, that money would have grown. And these years lately amayes yarenda Chile, you and I can attest. We were together.
Yeah,
We thought
yeah,
now we are old. The way the
yeah.
10 years have gone by,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, where did
And
this
then
time
we're
go?
wondering why we didn't take some
Exactly.
decisions. Yeah.
Exactly. And for me, I'm very lenient on myself. Like I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
what I know now. I
Yeah,
thought
exactly.
buying
Yeah,
stocks, I thought buying
that's very
stocks,
true.
buying all these treasury
And
bills
it's
was
all
just
it
a
all
way
goes back
to live.
again to where we are coming from. We are not prepared for these things. We don't know. Like
Mhm.
you don't know, some parents were able to teach their children about this, and those people that were fortunate enough were able to know about these things earlier enough. But it's not too late.
Yeah, it's
It's
not.
not too late. No. So the information is
And
what you're giving.
like,
And right now, because we have the internet, we have the things that the information at like at our what on our fingertips, it's very easy for us to understand and invest in certain things. Yeah. What we don't do as
then
Zambians is to wait. We don't wait. We don't have the patience. Like someone gave an example of Nigerians. Like a Nigerian can build a house for 20 years. Okay? Akula fipana no pana na, akula fipana no, or building a business from scratch. But as like even people here, there's something that we don't have. That thing, karaka kulolela, kariaka kulolela, like you're saying, oh, we look at the interest rates, we see how to no no, kanonga tu aumfa bagati, let any 1,000, mwala kwata 50,000. Then people don't even think, they don't think twice. Only when they are scammed, that's when they come back to say, no, they scammed us. These people that came from wherever because they saw that these people are just angry. They are hungry for big monies in a very short period of time. But with money, there's nothing like that. It doesn't work that way. Mm, yeah. So
so
please
like
speak it out.
I said, yes, like I said, you need to you are just starting in your savings journey. So at the end of the year, you manage to save 1,000. You
Yeah.
can buy bonds. You can buy treasury bills for as low as 1,000 kwacha.
Yeah.
This is you can go on the BOZ website, check them out,
Mm-hmm.
read. No, what you're doing here is you're trying to grow your portfolio at a
Mm-hmm.
risk-free
Mm-hmm.
rate because
Mhm.
when you invest in treasury bills, when you invest in bonds, the government will pay you. Government doesn't go bust. It's not like this Tuntemba, like maybe you're in a village banking group, someone runs away with your whole 1,000, you know? The, so
Yeah,
what
so
you're
on
trying to
that
do,
one, on the treasury bills, Chile, Juliet is asking because she's in Canada, so she wants to know if it's possible for people here. I don't know, is it possible for a Zambian to do the invest the investing from wherever they are? Maybe because it's or they need to use Zambian accounts.
um, I think on that part, I
It's
need to
something
use
that we need to
Zambian
research
account,
about,
but
Juliet. I think, yeah, we need
yes,
to
we
talk
need
to
to
look at
research
it
about.
because I'm interested too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to look
because
at that.
as it is now, they've introduced you can sign up. So if you have a Zambian account here, you can easily
Mhm.
open and buy. Because I'm sure if you've been following what is happening in the media now, they're encouraging people to invest back home. So I'm sure
Mhm.
that must, yeah. And like you're saying, it's something that needs to be looked into, like when it comes to you guys in the diaspora. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's something for you guys. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's something we need to research about. Yeah, thank you. Mm.
yeah. Yeah. So you realize that investing in treasury bills and government before that is before you move to the cryptocurrencies, those messages we receive, but no forex, huko. You need to understand the basics of investing. You start
Yeah,
small, you invest in
because
risk
sometimes you
free
lose everything. You don't know, you
but
don't check, and then you find everything gone
yeah,
because it did not. Yeah, there's
yeah.
just you just need to be on top of things when you're doing crypto. Yeah.
So you need to be on top of things. And also, I know there's again this other narrative where why should I keep money? Why should I buy
Yeah.
bonds and all those things? Better
Hmm.
I invest all of it in a business. Have you ever tried that business before? Have you been a business person before? Do you know the ins and outs of whatever business that you want to invest in? So
Uh-huh.
you need to be very patient with yourself. Don't go with the flow,
Hmm.
and make sure that whatever investment you put you whatever business you invest in or whatever you put your money in, it's insured. There's some insurance somewhere that even if you have to lose it, you still recover. Because I hear there are people who say, for today you get gratuity.
Juliet, sorry, Chile. Juliet, I didn't see the last part of your text. Okay, you can we can talk about that one later. Okay, about your account being closed and stuff. Yeah. Sorry, Chile. Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, that's the other part. Like understand the ins and outs of
Uh-huh.
whatever business. Because remember, what you want to attain is your financial freedom. You want to live the best life. You want now la money is just coming in. You don't want to
Hmm.
worry about anything.
Yeah, that's
All
a goodness.
your that is your goal to say, I want to be financially free. But how do you become financially free? So you cannot get your whole, if say you get 500,000 today gratuity, you can't get that money and invest in a business that you do not know. Invest that money in a risk-free investment. Learn about that business. Maybe get the interest rate that you'll be getting from that um, from the risk-free investment that you put your money in. Invest now in the business that you want to
Yeah.
go into. Learn even if say that that thing is giving you say 50,000, right?
Hmm.
50,000 as interest from that investment, that risk-free investment. You take that 50,000, invest it in the business you want to go into, see how it behaves. That way you wouldn't have lost your entire pension. you know.
Yeah.
You will not say, oh, okay, yeah, so this is how I didn't, or I engaged the wrong people, or maybe I bought the wrong products, or maybe this is what happened. So you need to be very patient with yourself. Give yourself attainable deadlines, not deadlines based on what people are saying, but attainable deadlines according to yourself and your capability and your
Mm-hmm.
capacity to
Mm-hmm.
handle that. So it also goes with whatever kind of business that you want to go into. Understand the ins and outs. I know there is this, no, it's better I invest, it's better, but what are you investing into? Do you understand the the trajectory of whatever business that you want to go into? And the other um, thing is get a financial advisor. So as you're trying to attain to move towards your financial freedom, engage a financial advisor. This time around, there's so many people who are offering financial advice, but ensure that you go to certified people, people who understand what financial management is about, the ins and outs of financial management, because you don't want to just go to any other person, to just listen to any other person. At the end of the day, you get wrong information. And also make use of um, YouTube. It has a lot of financial information there. You read a lot. Currently, I'm reading this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I think this is it's a small book. It's also on audio. You can access an audio anywhere. It's very rich when it comes to you attaining your financial freedom and also managing your finances. And every one of us wants to be financially free, but again, this is dependent on how committed you are, how disciplined you are, and how consistent you are. So with financial management, you need to be committed, you need to be disciplined, you need to be consistent. Without this, you still blame the government, you still blame your employers for giving you a 2% increment, you still blame even your education because one, you're not committed, you're not disciplined, and you're not consistency. When it comes to money, all that money requires is commitment. Just as a relation for a relationship to be successful, to go to flourish, it needs commitment, it needs discipline, it needs consistency. So all those things that you practice in your relationship, like human relationship, that is, practice it even in your money relationship. Have a good relationship with money. All that money requires of you is respect me and I'll respect you. So the other thing is you need to have an accountability partner. Who are you accountable to? Like, okay, you sit down and it's like, okay, guy, this is my issue. This is the issue that I have currently. I need you to help me. I have this goal. These are the goals at the end of the year. I want to save this much. Help me attain this um, your financial be my accountability partner. And I don't know how you, however you set it. If it's a weekly review, you review to say, oh, okay, this week I saved a 50 kwacha. Last week I saved a 100 kwacha. Or the second week I saved 100 kwacha. Just like that. An accountability partner will help you be on top of your finances. Also, financial freedom does not mean one has to be stingy. No. So this brings me back to having an emergency fund. An emergency fund account should be a go-to. Like every one of us should have this emergency fund if we are to attain financial freedom. This emergency fund calls for example, um, you have a wedding, you have a birthday, you have a funeral, whatever it is. And if, say, every month your emergency fund is 1,000, make sure you work with 1,000 if it's 1,000. So if there's a funeral, I don't know how you divide it. I know there are times where we want to impress. No, so and so has died, and yeah, yes, yes, yeah, funerals happen. But again, you go back to your finances. Are you able to go to that funeral? So, for example, that funeral has happened maybe 1,000 kilometers, and especially here in Zambia, it's about 600 for you to go to one funeral and then come back, and then there's there's the coffin expenses, funeral expenses, all those things, and maybe everyone is looking up to you. Make sure you are true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Tell yourself, okay, this is how much I can manage, and also communicate. Communicate to the people around you. Be truthful to say, okay, this is how much money. It's not that I'm stingy, but this is how much money I can manage to contribute either towards a wedding, a kitchen party, a funeral, whatever it is. Because remember, you said to say, okay, this is my budget for um, my emergencies in this month. And once this is depleted, this amount has been depleted in this month. Don't go into your project account, and because you would have distorted your project account. Say for example, you're saving towards a building. You go now 10 steps backwards. So you need to be committed, to be consistent, and to be disciplined, and not to use. It's not, sometimes you are so emotional when it comes to money. Someone upsets you, you go and we call ourselves shopaholic. It's not. It may sound like a good word. I feel it's not a right word, especially if you are on the road to your financial freedom. And remember, like I said, you're not trying to be stingy. You're looking at everyone else's well-being. You want, when you're called upon, you freely give. You want, when you're called upon, you freely give to your church. You freely give to your relatives. You freely give to yourself. So my question now is, what goals have you set for yourself in this year of 2020, this year of 2020, is it 2024? And remember, it's not just about you setting your goals for, like, no, because I didn't set them at January, then nachipwa. Whatever, whenever you hear something like this, you can even start today. Today is the 5th of May. You can say, okay, by next year, 5th of April, I should see myself grow. I should have grown in how I manage my finances. So yeah, basically that. So make sure you do your budget. Make sure you set yourself goals. You do your budget. You have bank accounts for your investments and your savings. Make sure you monitor and review your budget. It can be monthly, it can be quarterly, it can be even every day if you are okay with that. And also on the budgeting, like I said earlier, there are certain items that you can buy every week. There's certain, say for example, you used to buy 5 liters of cooking oil. and it finishes in the middle of the month. How about maybe downgrading to, okay, let me be buying in small because it's cheaper, and also the usage, you know how sometimes the people that we keep are not, mm, they don't, sometimes they're not responsible for whatever reason. But yeah, so that's another thing. Like, do work around, if weekly purchases for certain items work for you, do that. If bulk purchasing is okay for you, you can still do that. Then the other thing is, you should be on top of your financial issues. Know what is happening in the economy, know the interest rates, know the tax rates, know the inflation rates, know the food items. You can even shop around, you go in the market, or yeah, all those things. Keep abreast, because there are certain the major costs that we usually have is that of groceries. Groceries are the major food items rather, are the, like, the cost is just, it's just absurd. But when you get the hang of how, where to buy what and what and what, you discover that you save a lot. Remember, at the end of the day, you want to be financially free. If you can find ways of saving, do that. Save, save, save. Then get a financial advisor. Find somebody who help you in your financial management issues, and also financial for you to attain financial financial freedom. Also read. There's so many books. If you can read as many books as possible on finances, on budgeting, on investments, trust me, a year from now you'll be a different person from who you were. So yeah, I seem to be alone here. Is anybody online? Is anybody online? Wait, are you able to hear me? Can I get some response? Can I get some response from everybody? Any questions? Any questions? So yeah, so that's just it with on financial personal financial management. It's non-exhaustive. There's so many things, but you need to just um, get and begin to gain interest in financial management issues, because at the end of the day, you just have you. There's nobody else coming to your rescue. You can Everyone you think is making it, they're just trying to make it. And before you know it, when they start thriving, you're like, oh, okay, okay, yeah. So um we all want to you to thrive. So you before you can thrive, you have to understand your what are your financial goals. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Have you saved up for your retirement? So yeah, basically that. Yeah. Maybe we'll wait for the host to come back. I She seems to have been logged out. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Chile, thank you. Oh my God. Guys, I'm not too well. I was taking some medication and stuff. This cold is really doing me bad. Thank you so much, Chile. We have had a very great hour with you. And guys, this recording will be up. If you want to come back to it, you can always come back and please share. A lot of information has been shared. And thank you so much for you. Thank you to you for coming and for it's late. And thanks, Zesco. There's no load shedding tonight. Yeah, there's no load shedding tonight. Yeah. So, Chile, thank you so much. You need, let me summarize, like she has said, you need she spoke about bulk buying, utilize that. Amalanche, see, just see how you can cut off those things that make you spend a lot of money unnecessarily. Yeah, especially in this economy, it's really hard. You need to save every penny you can. Yeah, and then if you can, find yourself a financial advisor. It could be a friend if you can't afford to pay one, or go to YouTube University and then help yourself. Yeah. So,
Also,
Chibi, thank you so much
yes,
for the help information. That book, yeah, that is a great book, guys. If you can get a hold of this book, please, please, please get yourself that book. Yeah. So, thank you for coming. I know you have another commitment. I have to let you go. I'm very sure you have to come back again. Yeah, you have to
no
come back
problem.
again. Mm,
Yeah. Thank you
I'll
so
call on
much.
you again. Thank you so much, Juliet. I'll be speaking to you soon. When I get some time, I'll give you a call. Yeah. So Chile, thank you. And everybody that has been here, thank you. Bridget, I see you. Alphonsus, thank you for coming. And I hope you were there when she was answering your question. Yeah, so guys, thank you for being here. And it's from me to Chile. It's bye and have a lovely Sunday. Have a blessed week. Bye.